REALTX2 Public Records Map Overview.
Let's begin by talking about navigating the map. To move around, you can either left click and drag on the map itself, move in any direction that you like. You can also utilize the arrow keys that are located on the top left hand side of the map, and those will allow you to pan in any direction you like as well. To zoom out, simply click on the magnifying glass that contains the minus sign icon. To zoom in, you can click on the magnifying glass that contains the plus sign icon. In terms of how we view the map, you have your road view, which we're currently looking at. You have your aerial view. You have your hybrid, which combines that road view with the aerial view. And you also have the bird's eye view, which gives you a bit of a clearer picture when it comes to that view from above. The right side of the map contains a bunch of icons, which will allow us to display different information and options on the map itself. The first icon is a pencil. Hovering over that indicates that these are drawing tools. What do I have the option to draw? A radius, which will be a circle, a rectangle, a polygon. I can draw a line to measure distances, and there is also an annotation tool, so I can actually write information on the map itself. In terms of drawing a shape, if I wanted to draw a rectangle, I can just select Draw Rectangle by left-clicking on it. Come over to my map, left-click at my starting point, and then drag out my mouse and left-click again at my end point. Once I've drawn this rectangle, I've got a couple of options. If I wanted to search for every single property that fit within this area I've defined, I can click on the search button on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Another search option you have is to search for properties with more specific criteria that fit within this shape that you've drawn. And if that's the case, just enter your specific criteria on the left-hand side and search, and you'll only return properties that fit within the area shape that you've drawn and match the other additional criteria that you've entered. Just so you can see some of those other drawing tool options, the line tool, that's for measuring, so I can left click at my starting point, okay, and keep dragging my mouse, and they'll tell me how long I'm drawing, okay, and I'll also have the ability to set up driving directions if I'd like from here. The annotation tool will allow us to actually write notes on the map. So if I select Annotation Tool, come over to the map and click, the note that says click to annotate will actually allow me to go ahead and type in anything that I want. And you put your note in and click apply. There is a 100 character limit, and that note will be directly labeled on the map. So those are your drawing tools. Beneath that, the icon for boundaries is located, and that will allow me to overlay the map with boundary options by neighborhood, zip code, city, county, school district, flood zone, parcel. If I want to do it for zip code, for example, I just select zip code, and in just a second you'll notice that different zip codes will be displayed all over the map, and the same concept applies for everything that you see as part of your boundary options. And again, to clear the map, just click on that stop sign type of icon. The thumbtack icon, property and sales information. Clicking on that, the first option that comes up for me here is distressed properties. It's telling me to zoom in. Anytime you see that zoom in note, it means that you'll have to zoom in order to enable that feature to work. So remember, we can zoom in by simply double clicking on the map or clicking on the plus sign on the magnifying glass icon. And now we're able to label the map with any of these foreclosure stages to begin with. So if I want to look for properties that are in pre-foreclosure and perhaps short sales as well, I can check off my options. You see a little code letting you know that the short sales will be a purple flag and the pre-foreclosures will be an orange flag. And then you'll see that that information is popping up on the map, those different colored flags. You can left click on any of the flags that you like to pop up additional information. You have some other options there as well. Sales values. Tax sales going back 3, 6, 9, or 12 months are available to you. You can do it by MLS status, and you can also do it by property characteristics. And please note when we've selected a property or a parcel that we can again access that additional information. Zoom in, get lot dimensions, view detailed reports, and if the property is or was listed in the MLS at any point, you'll have the option to view listing data on the property as well. The next icon is for trends, and we can overlay the map with different trends. As you can see here, lots of different options. Just select the one that you want. You can do it by zip code or neighborhood. You can even do it by property type if you'd like. And for example, if I want to do median sale price, I just select that option, and you can see that the map now has some different colors on it. Okay, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can get a better view here. Okay, and once again, there's a code at the bottom with the different colors representing different price ranges, and it says use control-click to see shape value. That means if I go over any of these areas and hold down the control key and click, they're going to give me a little bit more information in terms of how they went ahead and determined the median sale price. The binoculars icon, points of interest. Okay, once again we see that zoom in notation, so that just means we'll have to zoom in a little bit more to get to those points of interest. And here I'll simply select whatever I want to see. All sorts of different options in terms of what the neighborhood has to offer are available to you. Okay, and as you can see, that information will start to pop up on the map. And if you want to see what it is, go ahead and simply click on the icon, and you'll see that in this case, this is the Vita Hill Social Club. Last option here is for driving directions. Click on the car icon, and you can go ahead and type in your addresses. Get the shortest time, shortest distance, round trip, and get specific driving directions that you can print and or email. So lots of great information available to you on the Realist map.